How long's your family been up here?
I remember talking to my father's brother, Jim Kelly, and he said 1893.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the same land or just in the district?
Well, yeah. We've still got those same blocks. You've got to think seriously about history, but you can't let it impede whatever's going on in your life.
Yeah.
You've got to do what is necessary for your family. We own 1,400 hectares. Since we went direct drilling, we've started to crop it all. It's been a lot easier to crop with the direct drilling since 2003.
Yeah. Has that been one of the biggest changes, that tillage revolution?
Yeah, I think it has. I think we've always found that nitrogen is certainly one of the keys to successful cropping. How to get nitrogen into the system without financially breaking the system. You know, the bread and butter is cereal, but canola's played a bigger role. We started cropping canola in 1997, and yeah, the conventional canola in the right year, it was fabulous. But look, in the last sort of 15 years, we've learned that canola really needs not just nitrogen, but it needs soil moisture. It's a risky crop to grow if you've got no soil moisture. You'd be relying on just in-season rainfall, and obviously since 95 or so, we've been slowly losing our in-season growing season rainfall.
So research has clearly played a big role in terms of water use efficiency.
Yeah, absolutely crucial. Better varieties and sowing earlier, better weed control, summer weed control, and just tweaking a lot of things. And I think we slowly are having a little bit more faith in climate forecasters, and certainly we all know that the El Nino influence does dry out our springs.
Well, it's amazing. I look back and go back 20, 30 years. I mean, in WA, they'd say you'd need 350 mil of rain to grow a wheat crop.
Yeah.
Well, no one gets that. not in the drier areas.
Yeah, I think WA has actually led the way. Showed us how to direct drill, how to cut costs, how to sow a lot of country, and I think we've looked over the fence, as it were, and we've tried to emulate their success. I think that's right. And I think there's a bit of glamour associated with cropping. Young guys, guys meaning women and young women and men. Yeah, I mean, there's certain quite enamoured by shiny machinery, if you like, and they'd much rather turf out the cattle and sheep down in the high rainfall zones and grow the 5 or 6 tonnes or 7 tonnes to the hectare wheat crop with that fabulously exciting machinery. And it is exciting too.
So what do you like most about being a grain grower, a farmer?
Look, I like being self-employed, and I think there's a challenge there to be up there, if you like, or out there. You know, it's as I've grown older, I realise that you know, you have a sort of broader view about what the meaning of success is actually, and yeah, it's a combination of things. I think you want to be successful, but you want to be happy. That's really important. I think you've got to be happy. You know, you can do things and reap the rewards if your family is happy. The community's shrunk in the smaller towns like Woomelang. I think this year they've abandoned the footy club. But you know, it's the inevitable sort of decline, if you like. But look, it's just presents a new challenge. So, look, yeah, if we want to go for a pizza, for example, we drive 100 kilometres and we go to Swan Hill. We have our pizza, or you know, and then come home, or we might decide to go to see a movie. And now the cinema's back operating in Swan Hill, so we might go to see a movie in Swan Hill.
So, I mean, as a professional farmer, what's your sort of outlook or for the future?
You'd have to say it's fairly exciting if you look at the growth in the middle class. The numbers could go from 600 million to 3,000 million. Having said that, look, there are always different ways to meet the challenge, if you like, and they'll find new ways to buy it cheaper elsewhere. So I don't think the pressure on how to remain profitable will ever go away. The cropping is very high risk, it's very high cost. And we've had, what's that old saying, you get 3 or 4 average years that may return a profit, 3 or 4 droughts that will be completely financial failures, and 3 or 4 break-even years. And it gets back to your personal risk profile as well. You know, if you're feeling good about something, if you've had 100 mils of pre-season rain, you're going to be approaching the year with a certain level of excited potential. So we've harvested barley here in this paddock. We've had Compass, the new variety. That was fantastic. That's really looking exciting. And the next paddock was Latrobe barley with the Hindmarsh replacement, and this paddock was Scope, so it's IMI tolerant. But my working man that I've had casually employed at harvesting cropping, he's got a full-time job driving trucks now, so Janice said, "You could do it." And I said, "I suppose I could. I've never actually driven that, Heather." Technology's there for you to really enjoy and record every aspect of the production process. I'm actually not worried too much about recording all of the details, to be honest. I'm only recording what I have to record. Maybe if one of my children were home saying, "God, we're Luddites, we're just..." I'd probably have done something in that area. But look, there's many things we can spend money on. But I like instinct is a wonderful and experience. We know where the skeletons are in a lot of respects, and we just simply have that confidence in our judgment. And look, I don't say for 1 minute that I'm making the best decisions. I could easily be wasting fertiliser and maybe be growing much more efficient crops if I had invested more money. But the window's still open.